Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a playthrough of Marvel Zombies Heroes Resistance. Now this is kind of like a Zombicide light game, and I know they're coming out with the full version of Marvel Zombies. This is a less expensive version that you can buy on like Amazon and other locations that can get you into this genre. And I also think it fits into the Halloween October theme games that we're playing. Being that it's zombies, and it's Marvel superheroes versus zombies, so I get a little superhero action in there as well. Now in this game you're going to be playing 4 heroes, and they're going to be going through a series of missions similar to any other Zombicide game. If you haven't seen a Zombicide game played before, please visit my channel. There's plenty of content on Zombicide. You can see a bunch of playthroughs, including the 2nd edition, etc. There are some changes to this game. The typical hero trays don't exist. It's like I said, like a I wouldn't say a lesser version. That would be putting the game down. It's a fun game already. I test played it to see how it go, but it is definitely a, I guess, entry level version of the game. The zombies, for example, are standees, not minis, and there's only 6 heroes in the game. Not a massive expansion set or anything like that available to it. And again, the big trays that you have for the characters aren't there for experience. You have these little dials instead, and you have little tokens to track whose turn it is. It's very similar to Zombicide. Other than that, you're going to power up your heroes. You're going to use power as opposed to, in addition to that, you're going to level them up. Try and get some extra actions in that, but there's not as much to the game. It's more like I'm going to hit the table for 45 minutes. It can be played solo, but it will always be played with 4 characters. All the scenarios are designed that way. Now, in this one, we're going to be playing the scenario Outbreak, and in Outbreak, our 4 heroes are trying to rescue Pepper Potts while at the same time bringing back supplies from the newly infected zone where the zombies are pouring in. And in this playthrough, we're going to be playing, as you can see on the table, we have the Hulk, Black Panther, Wasp, and Spider-Man. Now, I don't know how these play together. I don't know what the synergies are, really, or how this is going to work, but in our goal, we have to, again, save Pepper Potts, who's one of the bystanders. So you got these bystanders cards on the table. And there are 4 of them in this scenario. We're going to try and find Pepper Potts and save her. But saving them all is really good because bystanders confer additional abilities on you, which is helpful. Like a normal Zombicide game, after our heroes have gone, we're going to spawn zombies all over the board. You can see the spawn points. What I did like, this came with the addition, I believe, of the 2nd edition of the game. This thing that marked where the first spawn zone was, and then you just go around from there. It's a little thing, a little quality of life thing, but I do like it. Now, one thing that's also different in this version of the game compared to others is you only spawn zombies in these points with these exclamation parts. So when you first open a building, points rather, when you first open a building, that's where you're going to spawn the zombies, and that's how that's going to work. I don't think I'm going to give a lot of preamble to this because I've played so much Zombicide on my channel. If you really want to know how it's played, just go check that out. I think we're just going to get into the game and show you how this works. Now, this is going to be part of my October series. Why not? It is zombies. It'll be fun. Let's do it. So as we start our first turn, let's talk about actions. So actions are similar to Zombicide. You're going to have 3 actions per player. And with those actions, you're going to be able to do a number of things. Now, in this game, you don't really have to put the doors down. When you open them, you just put an open token on it. But I don't know. I'm so used to playing Zombicide, I put the doors out. I just want to let you know you don't have to do that. It's just part of the game that the doors are there and closed. And unlike Zombicide, you can't reclose them once you've opened them. I guess Hulk smash, right? But it's a little different that way. So we're going to take the Hulk's turn first, actually. Let's take a look at the Hulk and see what he looks like. So this is his hero card. And he's got 5 health, as opposed to everybody else has 3 in this playthrough at least. And one of his special abilities, his blue level ability, which I'll explain as we go, says you have 5 health at the start of each turn, gain 1 power for each wound you suffer. Now, the first thing you do in a turn is you do gain a power. So we're going to do that. You notice he also has a very basic ability of Smash. It has 0 range, rolls 3 dice, needs a 4+ to hit. It does 1 point of damage, meaning that without reducing the resistance of one of these bigger or nastier or even hero level zombies, we won't be able to kill them with a punch. It's not good. And it says, when attacking with them, as we go up levels, we're going to get another action, Thunderclap and Puny Zombies. If we get to the red zone, we're probably in trouble anyway. That's typical Zombicide games. You're in the red zone, you're spawning so much you're going to die. This is the experience tracker. So as we gain kill, every zombie kill we have, most of them are going to be worth 1 point. We're going to go up here. Once we hit this level, then we're going to not only gain that next level for our hero, but we're also going to be spawning tougher hordes of zombies. So the game scales with our ability to get through the game quickly. We want to get through fast, basically. It's always the case with Zombicide. Keep moving is one of my golden rules with the Zombicide game. So with that said, we're going to get to going with the Hulk. Now, for his first action, he's going to do something very simple. We're going to move him here. For his second action, he's going to bust open this door, and he's got one more action left. I think he's just going to step into the building. Oh, but before we do that, we need to already get started. We're going to first reveal the zombies that are in the building, and then we're going to reveal who the bystander is. So let's take a look here, see what we get. It's going to be 2. This seems like these cards are thicker. Interesting. 2 walker zombies are going to spawn in that room. That is fine for us. That means we can go in there pretty safely. These are the zombies, by the way. They're little standees. They all look the same, but they're good. And then let's see who we have here. Oh, it's Pepper Potts already. God, that got some luck there. So we're going to take Pepper Potts standee. We'll just put it right there and leave the card there for now. Now, at the end of the zombie turn, which is a ways off, she's also going to move, but I think we're going to be okay there. And then for his third action, he will move in here. We're going to take care of those zombies. And that will be the end of his turn. Now, we have these little tokens, and we can flip them over to and show that turn has been taken, because you don't have to take the turns in any specific order. There's some other actions we can do. We can gain a trait and power up. Now, if we power up, we gain 2 power. We didn't need to do that with the Hulk, I didn't think, so I think we're okay there. And we can gain a trait, which are similar to item cards, but you don't really have to search. You can just have 2. You take it as an action, you gain a trait, they're one-time use, you spend it as you need it in your turn. But you can only have 2 at a time. So I think next up, we're going to save. We're going to get Pepper Potts on the board. What's her ability? Let's take a look at that and see, because that could be very valuable to us. Let's see. Once during your turn, you may spend power to draw a heroic trait. That's pretty good. Good old Pepper, using the power of Tony Stark technology to give you stuff, I guess. But Spider-Man has a cool ability, and I think to get to Pepper quickly, I think we want to use that ability. So for his first thing, we're going to go up 1 point, but he has this. During your turn, you may spend 1 movement point to move 1 bystander, one superhero from an adjacent space into your zone. So I think what we'll do, so we can rescue Pepper Potts in the next turn perhaps, is we're going to go 1 here, 2 here. We're not going to pull her in yet because we want to kill these zombies. For the third action, he's going to take a trait. Now, it's probably good in this scenario to split up because we have objectives we got to get to too. We're going to get an objective there, which is going to also boost us up 5 experience. One of the other things you want to do in a Zombicide game is balance your experience. Not have everybody go up at once. That is always a bad thing, but I'm just giving this trait deck a little bit of a shuffle so we can see what we get. I'm going to cut. And let's see what Spider-Man gets as a trait. Dash. Discard when moving. Spend any amount of power to move an additional number of spaces. That's pretty good. We'll take that. Better than a sharp stick in the eye. And that is going to be Spider-Man's turn. So you can see the turns are also going to go rather quickly. Now, for the Wasp, she does have some ranged attacks. So we're going to hold on to her for just a moment. I think we're going to go to Black Panther. Now, Black Panther is going to be our big boss killer, right? Because even though Hulk can do a smash and do a whole bunch of stuff, this is going to be important. Before attacking with Vibranium Claws, you may spend 1 power to have enemies suffer -1 toughness. That means if we're taking on a brute, normally called a fatty in Zombicide, they need 2 points to kill in a consecutive hit to kill it, and so that will reduce their toughness to 1, and he can kill them by using power. So it's pretty good. But we're not going to go in the same direction as the Hulk and Spider-Man. I'm not too worked up because there's only a couple of walkers in this building. We're going to clear this bottom area out first. Now, why do I want to do that? Because the exit's up north. So if we don't have to deal with this area, later on in the game, it'll be easier for us to get out, right? Just makes some sense. This is a pretty basic scenario. Now, I didn't tell you about the Avengers symbol either. It is laying in the street. It fell off of the Avengers Tower, and we can use it as a weapon to basically destroy everything in its space. It's a 2-use item. When you use it once, you flip it over to its damaged side, and you use it again, it's gone. Okay, Black Panther. I think he will move. He's going to take a similar approach. It's going to be kind of a boring first start. He's going to move to here for 1. He'll open the door for 2. We'll spawn what's in there. Let's pull a zombie card and see. 1 zombie hero. Oh, we're going to have a zombie hero come out right away. That's pretty cool. Giving you the whole game in the first turn. There you go. Okay, there's 4 zombie heroes that are going to come out. And they do take a lot of damage, by the way. Oh, I forgot to boost Black Panther's power up by 1. It's going to be Zombie Iron Man. So when he comes out, something's going to happen. Let's get the Zombie Iron Man miniature out. It is this one. So Tony Stark has appeared here. Zombie Iron Man. He was guarding or going after that civilian there. It says, if he ends the activation at range 1 or 2 with line of sight to a zone with a superhero, he attacks that zone. He has 4 health. That means we got to deal 4 health damage to him to knock him down. And that is not great. Now let's see who's in the room in there with him in the subway entrance. It's going to be J. Jonah Jameson, huh? Now we don't have him yet. We're just going to put him out here, and we're going to get J. Jonah Jameson out onto the board. Okay, well, I have one more action with the Black Panther. Now it says on his card, on the Iron Man card, if he ends his activation within 1 or 2 range, with line of sight, with any superheroes, he attacks that zone. So it's superheroes. So he's going after us, I guess. Okay. So my choice is, do I get out of the way or do I try and get in there in his face? I'm not sure yet. Let me think. Man, there's no way for Black Panther to eliminate Tony Stark in this round. We don't have enough power. So I'm worried that he's going to take out J. Jonah Jameson in there. The only way to safeguard that is to move in and take the hits ourselves. But I don't want to lose Black Panther in the very second round of the game. I mean, we can go in there. I don't see, unless there's trait cards or something, I don't see how you heal either. But Tony's going to get 2 actions. So I either abandon J. Jonah Jameson and let him die. We found Pepper Potts, so that's the main mission. And get away from Tony so that he has to come out to attack. Oh, you know what I can do? No, that's 4 dice. It's roll 1 die for each enemy. So that this is not going to help against a hero. I think the best thing for Black Panther to do is actually go, whoop, hold on a second, that's not okay, and move back there. That way he is not in line of sight from Tony. Tony would have to move out. He'll get 1 shot on these guys. But that's going to end Black Panther's turn. That's wasn't the turn I was hoping for. That is for sure. And the last thing we have is the Wasp. Now, the Wasp, her ability currently is just this diminutive size ability. It says ignore targeting priority when attacking. Do not spend extra actions when leaving an enemy space. So I think for her first action, though, she's going to gain a power, right? And then I think she's going to power up. We're going to have to take down Tony Stark. To do that, we have to roll 4 hits in a single attack action, which meaning I got to roll as many dice as possible. Now, right now, I could go in there, spend all her points to roll 5 dice, but I got to get 4 hits. She needs a 3+. It's not a bad option. Or I could pause there, take a trait, and just prepare for this fight with Tony Stark to get in there. I think that's the right thing to do. And we're going to spawn zombies too, so we're going to have zombies coming after us at the end of this round. But so we boosted up our power. We only have 1 more. We can only get 1 more. So first action, boost up power. Second action, she could move and attack, but then she'd be out of action. She'd be attacked by him. So I think for a second action, she's going to draw a trait. Now, she can only do this once, but let's see. What do we get? Guardian, discard when enemies move into a zone within range 2 containing a bystander or superhero moving. So discard when enemies move into a zone within. Okay. Well, so that's okay. That's not that helpful. And then for our last action, we're just going to max out our power. I know it's like wasteful, but I don't want to go in there and deal with Tony Stark at this moment. And that's going to end our actual round. So the first thing that happens is zombies are going to move and attack, right? So we're going into the next part of the phase, which is the we refresh our activation tokens. We didn't need to do that. That's at the beginning of the next phase. Then we are going to do the enemy phase. We're going to activate enemies first. They would attack first, but there's nobody to attack. Well, there is. There's J. Jonah Jameson. So I think we just eliminated J. Jonah Jameson is what happens. But that means that Tony Stark isn't going to get to attack us. basically what it says here, it says each enemy in the same zone as a hero or bystander performs an attack. So this is the same zone. This is all one building. So J. Jonah Jameson is kaput. That is very sad. He has been killed. That's not good. We wanted his ability. And then he will take a move action to move out in the street. That's it, his 2 actions. Now, hero zombies get 2 activations, which could be a move, could be an attack, could be a number of things, but that's what he did. So he came out there, he didn't get to attack us. Hopefully, we're going to get to power up and go in and beat the snot out of this guy, but we had to prepare for it. The zombie heroes are tough. And then these 2 little zombies are going to move into there. They're not going to get to attack, they just get 1 activation. Okay, now though, we're going to start spawning. The next part of that phase is the spawn phase. We're going to spawn here. So the first thing we're going to do is take a zombie card and see what we get. Bystanders in danger, spawn 1 bystander. Oh, then activate walkers within range 1. Okay, well, that's good and bad. So all the walkers are going to activate. We're going to drop that. First off, we're going to spawn another bystander. I think I do have bystanders, right? Let me see. Are they all out on the board? Let me just check the box. I may have put them back. I did. We have 2 more bystanders left. We're going to put 1 here. So we spawned a bystander. That is helpful. And of course, J. Jonah's death replaces the death of J. Jonah Jameson. But these 2 guys activate, so they're going to hit our heroes. That's not so bad because we got the Hulk here, right? I think he's going to take both the hits because it'll give him 3 power at the beginning of the turn. So we're going to go bam, bam. He took both the hits. And they're not going to move. They're not going to... It says they're going after bystanders, but since they're already in that space with Spider-Man and the Hulk, they're not going to move. But they did do 2 hits to the Hulk. Now he's all angry. Hulk smash, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, that was this spawn zone, so we didn't spawn any more zombies there. That is a good thing. I don't know if I shuffled this well, because I just pulled the exact same card. I'm going to give it a quick shuffle just to make sure we're doing okay there. I don't want to get 2 bystanders in danger. We can't even put out another bystander right now. Let's see what we get. Whatever this is what it is. Okay, walkers are going to spawn, then activate, and that is going to be in this second zone here. So it's going to be 4 of them right here. And they're going to basically activate and move to here. That was their turn. And then we got 1 more spawn point to go. Let's see what we get here. 2 runners. That is crazy time. They're fast. They do not activate those. They're just appearing down here at the end of the street. Now they have 2 activations like heroes, so that's not great for us. And that is a full round. Now there is a cleanup phase, but there's really not that much to do in the cleanup phase. It says perform any effects that would affect the end phase, etc. If any superheroes are eliminated, the players lose. We can't let our guys die, that's for sure. I did allow those 2 points to get to Hulk. It is what it is, right? Okay, so we definitely need the Hulk to smash, right? I think so. We're going to, but I'm not going to do the Hulk first. I'm going to do this action up here to see how this plays out with Tony Stark. So I think we're going to go with Black Panther first. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to boost his power. So he's going to gain a power, so he's at 2. Then we're going to power up. We're going to go up to 4. Okay, that's his first action. Remember this, before attacking with Vibranium Claws, you may spend 1 power to have enemies suffer -1 toughness to a minimum of 1. Tony Stark's toughness is 4, but these adamantium claws, or vibranium claws rather, can get through him. So he's going to move here as a second action. For his third action, he's going in at Tony Stark. Now, he's only got 3 dice, but he's going to spend 1, 2, and 3 to get him down to 1 toughness. And then we're going to roll the dice. Now, he's going to, his basic attack is, he gets 2 dice, he needs a 3 or better. He better not miss this because this is his final attack, and then we'll have to rely on the Wasp. He did not. He got a 3 and a 1. Yeah, he got a 1 there, so that's bad. But he did get 1 3, and that's all he needed. We have killed a zombie Tony Stark, but it wasn't without a lot of effort. And he may return. Now, when you kill, I think when you kill a hero enemy, or zombie hero, you get 3 experience points. I just want to double check that. It is equal to their toughness, so that puts Black Panther up to 4 in 1 move. And that was his whole action, so he is done. Good job there, Black Panther. He is done. Remember to flip over the tokens. Okay, so he's back down to 1 power. He did take out Tony Stark really quickly. That was very good. Now we can use the Wasp to do some other things. Who I think we'll go with next. So the Wasp has a bunch of power, but I'm not worried about her power right now. I am going to use her Wasp Sting to shoot these zombies over here. She gets 2 dice. It requires a 3 or better. There's 4 zombies there. So first action, she's going to make a range attack from here to there. She got both of them, 2 of them in a 1 range attack. That's 1, 2. Now with that, she will also gain experience. 1, 2. So she's a 2 experience. She's going to take her second action to do that again. And she got 1 of them, so there's 1 more, and that's going to give her a 3rd experience. I think for her final action, she is going to draw another. She could use nothing to use her power on. I could do my 3rd action as a final attack and just wipe those zombies out. Is that a good idea? I don't know. These 2 runners are going to move all the way up there unless I get in the way. She does have a range 2. I could use my final attack here. Yeah, she'll swing around here and use her final attack there on the runners. Okay, let's see what she gets. 4 and a 4. She killed both the runners. Just to make sure, it does say attack range, no, 0 to 1. She couldn't do that. She would have had to move. So never mind. I guess she would have used that to take out the final zombie here, just get rid of it. Seems a little wasteful, but it's okay. Efficiency is an important thing here, but she did get 4 experience points. And it's good to keep the experience points going, right? So she's maxed out on power. She didn't have to use it. She wiped out all the zombies using her Wasp's Sting. And that is going to be the end of her turn. Okay. I think next we'll go with Spider-Man. Spider-Man is going to take his first... He's going to gain a power, so he's up to 2. He's got 2 power now. Yay. Spidey's got 2 power. He's going to use his first action to spend a power to pull Pepper Potts into here. He'll use his second action to claim Pepper Potts. So now we'll put her little standee, and remember, during your turn, you may spend 1 power to draw a heroic trait. That's good. He may even do that and spend his last power. But that was 2 actions. Remember, the Hulk's going to be the one to kill them, so I'm not too worked up about that. He's already got a trait of dash. It says discard when moving. Spend any amount of power to move. We don't need to do that right now. But he does have Pepper Potts with him now, so that's a good thing. Let's see. And I think what he'll do, he can't move out of there without taking hits from the zombies. So I think for his last action, he'll just attack the zombies, I guess. Sure, why not? He's got, now his basic attack, acrobatics, is a little different. It's 3 dice, but it needs a 4+ to hit. Let's see if we can take out any of these. He took 2 of the zombies out. That's both of them. Boom, boom, zombies are gone, and Spider-Man gains 2 experience points. So he's at 2 experience points right now. There's his dial. And that was his 3rd and final action. Actually, he has 1 more action. The Heroic Rescue does not require an action. So his first action was to pick up Pepper Potts. His second action was to take out the zombies. Now, if he goes into that room and claims that chest, he will not go... Will he go over 1, 2, 3... Yeah, he will. And I don't remember if claiming a person... I think it boosts their power up to full. That's right. He gets, when you rescue a hero, or a rescue a bystander, fill the power track. Okay, so he's filled his power track. He does have 1 more. I think he's going to draw another trait card, so he has 2. Even though Pepper Potts can use power to do that. Unstoppable. Discard when attacking. Spend 1... Oh, so this is the ability of the one-time use ability of Black Panther's Vibranium Claws. That will mark the end of Spider-Man's turn. So now he's got Pepper Potts with him. So the first part of our mission is complete. Now we got to get all these objectives, right? So I think for that we'll go to the Hulk then. Well, go to the Hulk because he's the last one to go. And I think we're going to go... He's going to go in here. He's going to pick this up for 1. So he's picked up the objective. That's going to give him 5 experience points. And he got the supplies that we need. Then he'll go 2, and I think we'll leave it. He's going to get a trait, because if he... Oh, he's also got 2 power now, not 1. I got a buff. Oh, he's got more than that because he took damage. He's going to go all the way up to max power. He's ready to go for these zombies. He's going to take a trait. Inspirational. During your turn, you can spend 1 power. Another superhero within range may immediately perform 1 free action. I like that. This, again, 1 use items, all good. But that marks the end of the Hulk's turn. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to have zombies move. Now, they don't have line of sight to the Hulk or Spider-Man over here, so the only ones that are going to move on the board are these 2. They're going to go 1, 2. So they moved in there, but they can't do anything because they use both their activations to get there. Now we're going to spawn. We're going to spawn here. Let's see what we get. We get one runner. It does not activate, so that is going to go here. On the far side of the board, we're going to get 2 walkers. Nobody's in the next zone yet, so we're still in the blue zone. And then at the bottom here, we're going to get 2 walkers. So not so bad. Not too bad. Okay, so this is our scenario, our setup right now. We're in a pretty good place. So like I said, played a lot of zombie side. I should be able to finish this beginning scenario pretty quickly. All right, well, that marks the end of that. So we would then go to enemy. So they've all activated spawn. Now we would go to oh, it says if a bystander is eliminated. I didn't see this. I've got to caught this for the rules. I'm not going to worry about it right now because we've all boosted our power. I guess I'll drop everybody by 1. No, they still would have boosted up. But Black Panther would have had 0 power going into his turn because of this. After he defeated Tony Stark, because it's devoured. If a bystander eliminates, all superheroes lose 1 and 1 heroic trait. So I need to get rid of Dash and Guardian from Spider-Man 2, and I will not make that mistake twice. I do see that there now. So hopefully we don't lose any more bystanders. That would be nice. All right, but again, we're back to our heroes' turns. I'm going to flip all their tokens over. They will all gain a power. So everybody, that gives Black Panther 1, and everybody else is maxed. Okay, we're going to go Black Panther first. He's going to first move in here. He will reveal this bystander. It's a Okoye. Nice. Okay, so he will then, second action, he will rescue Okoye. Once, and her ability is once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to perform 1 free attack. So that's interesting combination. Now, Okoye also had the symbol on her. It doesn't really matter because there were no zombies there. But it means that she can defend herself to some degree if she's attacked by zombies. It's not very good. It's a 5+, you just get to avoid the damage. And that puts his power up to 4. And then he's going to, for third and final action, he will take the second objective. Now that is going to put us into the orange. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gives him another action, and with that action, he's going to simply draw a trait. Tenacious. Discard after attacking to re-roll any dice. That's a good one for him because he's going to be doing a lot of attacking. That is Black Panther's turn. Okay. Wasp will go next. Now, Wasp is in a zone with 2 walkers, so she has to kill them. So for her first action, she will spend a power and to boost her attack, giving her 3 dice instead of 2. Let's see if she can. She got all of them in that. So she needs 3. She got a 4, 5, and a 6. So she killed both these walkers as they came at her. That will get her really close to leveling up. If she can do one more thing, maybe she can level. I don't know. For her next action, I think what she'll do, that was action 1, 2, and 3. She'll open this door. Maybe a bad idea because there's 2 spawn points and another. Ooh, the bystander. That's bad. I don't think she's going to do that. I don't think she's going to do that. So that was her first action was there. Her second action, she will draw a trait. Ambush. Spawn 1 walker in your zone, then draw another trait card. Okay. Well, we're going to have to kill a walker. So this is her second action anyway. And what? No way. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep playing it out. I guess I didn't. You saw me shuffling those up, so they're shuffled. There we go. True Grit. Discard when enemies move into your zone. Perform 1 free attack action. So we can do that if we need to, but we don't. We're going to just attack again. Now, she's got 2 dice. I think she'll just use it on the walkers. She needs a 3 or better. Her second action, actually, this will be her third action, her third and final action. She kills them. But the good news is that puts her up 2 more so that she is now in the orange zone or yellow zone. So she now has an extra action. I think with that action, she'll just move up the street here and prepare to go in that building next turn. Okay. And that puts everybody out of line of sight for that person. So we'll see. Well, I don't think that's going to last. It probably will, actually, because Spider-Man has not gone yet. Okay. Well, let's do... I don't want to get into these zones with bad guys. Let's go with Spider-Man. Spider-Man's at max power, so we're going to go 1 to there for first action. He needs experience. 2. Okay. And I guess he'll attack there. He's gonna. The bad part is he may end up throwing stuff all over the place, dice all over the place. He may end up in the zone with the zombies. So he gets 3 dice, but needs a 4+. He's got 2 zombies in there. Let's see what he gets. 3 ones. So his next action will be to kill zombies. Okay, he got. Well, he only got 1 of them. Oh my gosh, he's gonna get attacked. I may have to use this True Grit. It says when enemies move into your zone. That's not good. Spider-Man is going to take a hit unless I can figure something out. Well, I can. I can move Hulk in there. Not good. That's not what I was hoping for. Well, actually, Hulk is can do this during. During your turn you can spend. Well, he can do that during his turn. So that was all of Spider-Man's actions. Unfortunately, that was not what I had hoped for. So he can spend a point with Pepper to get it. He's going to do it. He's going to use the Pepper Potts ability and go down to 3 power to gain a second trait. It might allow him to do something. Another True Grit. So discard when enemies move into your zone. Perform 1 free attack action. He's also got this Unstoppable. Discard when attacking and spend 1 power. Enemies suffer -1 toughness. We've got to save that. So that's all he does. He left 1 zombie there. It's not great. Okay. Next up, that is going to be the end of Spider-Man's turn. So next up, we're going to go to the Hulk. He's going to go 1, 2, and he's going to smash this zombie. He's got 3 dice and needs a 4+ like Spider-Man. So here we go. Okay, he got him. That's good. So that one is gone, and then that puts the Hulk up another experience points. He's at 5. Is it 6? He needs 1 more to level up. Come on, Hulk. You can do it. But they're going to have zombies spawn on top of them this turn, so that's not wonderful. All right, it's the end of the round. We're going to have some zombie movement. So, activates once, goes, hey, where is everybody? I don't see anybody. 2, sees Black Panther in there. They're going to face off. Okay, this one's going to go 1, 2 to the middle of the street. They couldn't see anybody. Now they got line of sight on heroes. They're going to spawn here. Hopefully we don't have a spawn and activate there. That would be bad. 2 brutes are going to spawn here. Now we get some tough guys out coming to us over here. Then over here, 2 more brutes. You know I shuffled that. And then down at the bottom with the Hulk, 1 brute. Oh, whoa, hold on. I got to go backwards. 2. We're in the zone, the orange zone. So each of those are going to have 3 brutes instead of 2. So there's 1 more there and 1 more there. And then this one is going to spawn 2 instead of 1. So we got 2 here with Spider-Man and the Hulk. Not the end of the world. We can kill him. Okay. Or can we? That is a good question. We don't have the ability to kill them right now. Well, we do. So unlike normal zombie side, each hit has to do enough damage. In this one, you have to do enough in attack action. So if we have 3 dice, we have to do 2 hits on 3 dice to be able to kill one of these brutes. I think with that, we're going to end that round and go again. Okay, so clean up. Nothing to clean up. Then we're going to go back to our heroes' phases. I'm going to flip all the tokens over. And we'll get going. I think we might as well start with Wasp, because Wasp is going to do some stuff here. Wasp is first going to open up this door. Right there. We're going to spawn some zombies in there. In the first room, we got 4 walkers. Remember, we're in the yellow zone, so we got to remember that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then in the upper room, you see there's an exclamation point there as well. We're going to spawn. All walkers move. Extra activation. 1 extra. Okay, well, that's good. That's actually not so bad, except she just got mobbed. Look at this. All 4 of these move out into there. This one moves into here. And those are the only walkers on the board, but they're all with her. She needs help. We're going to get Hulk up there to smash, I think. Okay, because he can, remember, he can, well, and we can spend power to add extra dice, and he gets extra power return. He's maxed out already, so we can do that. All right, now let's reveal who the bystander is in the building. It is... Wong. Now, Wong is somebody who can defend himself, so it's not terrible. Just after performing a melee attack, you may spend 1 power to reroll any misses. I like that. We'll put Wong's standee there. Now, I've been putting the standee... I need to put the standees out, because when they do get activated, now he will move towards heroes. Luckily, this door is still closed, so the brutes can't get to him. They'll go around, and that's a good thing. Wow, that was her first action. She opened that door. They rushed out on her. Okay. Second action for her, she's going to spend some power. She's at max, by the way, so she can spend, I think she's going to spend 1, 2, 3. Now she can move out of there. Her ability's cool, but she wants to kill as much of these guys as she can. So she's going to get, she needs 2 dice. She gets 3 more, so she's going to roll 5 dice on this zone. Spend a lot of power doing it, but look at that. 4 of them are gone. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's probably going to, that puts her well into the, remember she got 4 actions too. So 1, 2, 3, 4. She's 11 experience now. She left 2 walkers there. That was action 2. Action 3. She could move in and defend. Well, I don't think it's going to matter. Wong's okay. But she's going to use her, she's going to take her 3rd action to move here. Anyway. And that gives her, says ignore targeting priority when attacking and do not spend extra actions when leaving with enemies. So she's safe there. She moves in there. She's going to use her last action to attack those guys with just her basic attack. So two dice, and she gets a 3 or better to hit. She got them both. So she took out 2 more zombies. She's a machine, and that puts her up to 13 experience. Good job, Wasp. She's up there all by herself doing a great job, and she got mobbed too. That ends her turn. All right, now let's go to Spider-Man. We've got to keep Spider-Man a little careful because we don't want him getting damaged. He is not in the next level yet, so he's got to do some killing. I guess for his first action, he will attack one of the brutes. He needs to get 2 hits on 3 dice. Let's see if he can do it. He did. He got a 3 and a 4, so he took out 1 brute, but that only takes out 1 of them. Yeah, that's awful. Puts him up to 4 experience. I guess he'll take his second action to do that again. Yeah, let's do that again. He did not succeed. Does he have a reroll? He's got True Grit and Unstoppable. He does not have a reroll. That is somebody else. So anyway, so for his 3rd action, does he want to do that again? I think he's at max power, so he'll use 2 power to get 2 more dice and see if we can kill this guy. Okay, he did, but only barely. He got exactly 2, so he took that guy out. That's good, but he's still in that zone. So he's got a 5 there. Okay, that was all 3 of his actions, unfortunately. That was probably not the best use of his abilities. Okay, but I need to get him up a level 2 so he can get his +1 action. He did not succeed at doing that. He's still at 5. Okay, the Hulk is like, you got this. I'm leaving you. 1, 2, and 3. We'll move up to there, and he'll get ready to go into that building. He's got 4 actions actually, so that's going to be, we got 1. No, he doesn't. He does not have 4 actions yet. So that's it. That's it for him. Okay. Then Black Panther, he's got to deal with this guy here, so he will simply attack it. He doesn't need to spend, well, he'll spend a power. Why not? He's maxed out anyway. To give himself 3 dice with a 3+. And he doesn't need to reduce its toughness, he just needs to hit it. So there we go. He hit once. Wow. Enough to kill the 1 runner that's in the zone with him. And that gives him 10 experience points now. With his second action, he will move. He's the one with the rerolls. He's also got a Koye, which says you can perform one, spend a power to perform a free melee attack. So that was 1. That was 1, 2. He's got 2 more actions. I don't know if I want him in the zone with these guys yet. 3. And for 4, he'll take a trait. Okay, Mighty, discard before attacking and spend 1 power to reroll +3 dice. All right, that was good. So that was his turn, and then I think that's everybody. So we're going to go with the zombies and get them going. So the first thing's going to happen is these 3 fellows here are going to move to here. Wong will move to here. Keep his card with him. These 3 will move to here. Now, technically, he moves after all the activations, so that's okay. There's nothing to get in his way, so it's all right. But we're going to start spawning now, so we're going to spawn here first. Hopefully don't have an activation. Okay, 5 walkers are coming out of that area, so starting to get crazy. You can see how it ratchets up. We got 5 walkers there. Okay, in the next zone, over here, we've got, a zombie hero. Uh-oh, let's see who it is. Got 3 more to go. Let's see. Captain America, when his zone is attacked, roll 1 die for each successful hit on a 5+. He cancels the hit. Ouch. He's there. Here comes Cap. He's coming in to fight us there. Zombie Captain America. He's only got 3 health, though. Not terrible. And at the bottom down here with Spider-Man, what's going to happen? 2 runners, but at least they don't activate. That is good. You'll be able to take them out pretty quickly. All right, with that, I think we're going to end this episode. I think that was a good start. We're probably halfway through this mission. We'll get out in the next one, so it'll be a 2-episode little dealy there. But I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and welcome to Marvel Zombies Heroes Resistance. Again, this is a game that's easily accessible. It's sold on Amazon and probably in some of the chain stores. So if you want it, pick it up. It is not a Kickstarter type item or not one of the big CMON productions that normally comes out. This is the Spin Master version, which is meant for retail, like retail stores. And as you can tell, it's not as beefy as the Zombicide games, but you still get that feel and fun without spending all the money and having 10 million miniatures you have to put away at the end of the game. It's got a nice tray in it too, so you just dump all the zombies in the tray and you're pretty good. And it's got a place for the miniatures and the cards, so it's nicely laid out. I think they're getting better about the layout of their boxes at CMON. That was proof in Marvel United, so it's getting better. All right, well, thanks, and I'll talk to you in the next episode. Take care, and I'll see you soon.